And even a single bomb could be enough to go and break the game.
I mean, the tech-free shield counters the bomb, but usually there's so much land spam that you can just bomb all the land factories as well. You can't shield, everything is so clumped up. So, I would really, something like that would actually be cool to see, but it's not easy to pull it off. You actually need to be really good at Crazy Rush to pull something like that off.
Yeah. Also, it seems like both players are gonna go for the same BO. 2 pigeons into land factory.
Yeah, they're both going for the greedy BO, yeah.
Yeah.
It's there's basically, we didn't really get to talk about it last Crazy Rush game, because that was an experience. But there's 3 or 4 different BOs. They go in between first land factory and 2 pigeon land factory, where 2 pigeon land factory is the greediest, and first land factory is the most aggressive. Anything in between is like pigeon max factory or pigeon factory or max factory. And
yeah, it's basically a kind of rock, paper, scissors, I think.
Well, no, not at all. But well, it depends on the amount of aggression, though. It's like if you go 2 pigeons first, the reason why it's greedy is because you don't need any land units to, like aside from the scouts, you don't really use them to. You don't need to make a lot because of the early 2 pigeons. You get the initial resource boost that all your build power can build fast enough. However, if you go like for the first land factory, like you saw what Zlo and Judy did the game before, they
it was way
a lot more early unit start, because if you just make engineers only, you will stall mass or E, and the extra build power is basically irrelevant. And you're still close together, so Nexus is playing it. Okay, now he's making the first tank into scout. Kind of weird that he doesn't go scout first, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, Tagada already made the scout and the tank. Actually, he made 2 scouts.
Yes. Tagada is behind an engineer though, compared to Nexus almost the entire time.
Yeah, that's because he made the early tank and scout compared to Nexus. And he's gonna lose the Celine or not?
Yeah.
Maybe
no,
not.
he will save it, but it is on low HP. So Nexus got a slight advantage early on, because I mean it is kind of rock paper scissors, like what you said, because basically like greed meets slight greed. Like you just have to be a tiny bit more greedy than your opponent, and then you're basically in great. Nice fight with these Salons, by the way. Wait, does Tagada lose any units? Oh my god,
yep,
that was
he
close.
loses the Celine, the one that was on low HP.
That's a good first fight. Most importantly, because it forces Nexus to make less engineers now. So the first air factories are... Tagada's fast on his air factory, but he built less power than Nexus did. He's actually gonna kill an engineer here for free? Yeah, worth it, worth it.
Yep, and the Celine is still alive.
He needs to... not too late. He needed to put it in front of the base and cloak it for vision.
Yep,
because
exactly.
It's so important for your first bomber, if you actually have a scout, to see the radar blips of the engineers, so you know where the best place to ground fire is.
Although I guess he's ground firing them, but the engineers are actually gonna move to the right side, which might just break it a little bit.
It is insanely important to rush an AA. Yeah, Nexus is now building the AA at the exact place that Tagada's ground firing.
Oh.
He's gonna get 2 engineers? No, just 1? Wow.
And he's not even gonna kill the T1 RR.
But Tagada's also gonna... He will have to take 1 AA in place. Nexus, he's fucked up the bomber.
Oh no.
No. Did he bomb?
And which one? Nexus? I don't know, but actually Tagada managed to kill 2 more engineers with his bomber.
Okay, so both bombers didn't accomplish much. Like 3 engineer kills is nothing critical on this map. I don't know. I remember a famous UD versus Zlo game where Zlo managed to kill like the first 30 engineers of UD with...
Oh no, please dodge, dodge, dodge! Nexus dodge. Okay, he's dodging, just fine, but it seems like he's still gonna go and lose 2 engineers to a bomber.
Yeah. I'm really curious because, of course, like, if you play against someone that's good enough to actually properly dodge, like, if you should just go for the Nexus instead of the engineers.
Oh yeah, you can kill the Nexus with what? 2 shots?
Yep.
Oh, it seems like Interceptor from Tagada is gonna be useful for once. I'm gonna kill the bomber from Nexus.
I dislike his second unity, but the first one is, I think, fine at this point. Because now Tagada can also just make perma bombers and okay, Nexus is forced to make some of his own entities.
Yeah. Especially as a single T1 AAPD is not gonna cover the whole map. So we might want some interceptors to go and catch the bombers.
Few skirmishes around the sides, but it seems well, Tagada is winning them, but not by a huge margin.
Oh wait, here comes the bomber. He's gonna drop the bomb and it's not gonna drop.
Okay. He stalled the split, he tried to micro to adjust, but it's...
Yep.
That AA, like this is why AA is so strong in crazyrush.
Yeah, this is basically what would have saved Zlo in the previous game.
Yep.
Crazyrush,
it's also what saved Judy. Next bomber from Tagada also gets no pass because of the AA and the inties.
Yep, so
like that AA from Nexus also has like 260 mass skills.
Yeah, both players are expecting and respecting the bombers.
There's no respecting bombs in Crazy. Well, there's respecting bombers, but there's
I mean,
no
they're kind of
respecting
respecting
AA.
them by making the T1 AA, right?
Yeah, I misspoke. I thought you meant AA instead of bombers. But the bombers never respect the AA. You see the AA, you just charge it regardless. Look at the mass income difference, though.
Yeah, Tagada is just so much ahead. And it seems like another bomber from Tagada is not gonna drop a bomb. No one is dropping anything today.
Honestly surprising. However, the scanning of Tagada seems a lot better.
Yes.
At least the mass and...
Yeah, even when you look at the Nexus placement, it's just so much better for Tagada, so much easier to keep on expanding. Meanwhile, Nexus is just like... I don't know, some abstract painting or something.
Yeah, he's Picasso.
Yep. Oh my goodness, look at this raids behind the base of Nexus. This might be quite painful for him.
Yeah, it will be very annoying. It's mostly because he will just dump random mass wrecks, and it will be annoying for Nexus to clean up. Like it's well, he should, if he just have engineer priority, he should be getting fine. Dude, I think it's such a blunder that neither of them are trying to bomb the Nexus. It's Sarah bombers.
I mean, that would be a good thing, especially when you can actually go and push in from the left side, right here. And basically this AA here in the middle do nothing to you.
By the way, I think both of them are, well, not necessarily. Like, what's really important in Crazyrush is to get a clean base eventually, because well, Tagada, you see where his HQ is. It's a bit too close to the max split maybe, but it's pretty empty around it. You want to instantly make P-gens without being against it. That's why...
I mean, he's making them just fine here to the right side, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, but usually you make it to the left. You leave the left corner open as Tagada. I guess he
Nexus
can kill
is
all
also making the P-gens, as we can see.
But build space is really a constraint later. But look at Nexus's HQ, where it is. Like,
yep.
He needs to build more tech to P-gens. But then if he gets tech 3, where does he build the tech 3? He needs to move like to some awkward place. Like, that's honestly quite bad. But still, the game looks insanely good for Tagada. He has mass lead has increased even further.
It's like 70 mass income more per second, so it's gonna really amount to. Especially when it looks like he have way more build power, 24 T1 factories compared to Nexus 21 actually, so it's the same amount.
It's not that different. Nexus is also...
it just looks different because of how Tagada space them, while Nexus factories are kind of just all jumbled together around.
The PD from Nexus is unable to hit the... Okay, there we go. To hit the units.
Oh my, Zlo is actually surprised that AA is killing something in this game.
Yeah. Okay, here's 3 bombers from Tagada on the bottom left. I'm very curious. what they're going to go for. I hope the Nexus.
They're going for the Nexus.
Let's see how many he will kill at once. Nexus is making illusions from his HQ. Okay, Tagada is going tech 3 now. He was also making few illusions. So Nexus is 170 mass income.
Yep, they managed to drop 10 Nexus have been killed.
That's 30 mass income gold for Nexus. No, okay. No. It's Nexus is stalling, I think? Yeah, okay, that's fucked it up.
Also, there is more coming for the second pass.
Oh yeah, you only need 2.
And Bob drops, so yeah, he's gonna lose another 20 Nexus. I mean 10 Nexus.
Like, it's a combination of, you know, of doing damage, but also your opponent, every single max that's killed, your opponent needs to click again to rebuild them. Look at the income difference. Look at the mass income difference.
It's over 200.
Tagada's overflow mass.
Nexus basically have been Flame Horizon twice already.
By the way, like earlier, like a few minutes ago, I would say Nexus has a chance to come back because, like it's not, like both Nexus and Tagada should be crazyrush, but they're not like the top 2 or top 3 in crazyrush. For example, if you look at Tagada, like his scaling, he kind of fucked up. He doesn't have enough E. He's overflowing mass. He doesn't have enough build power, right? So there's moments in crazyrush where if you play defensively and just hold on for long enough, you can make some sort of comeback. It's definitely possible. I've seen it multiple times.
I mean, it looks like it because the base of Nexus is actually now no longer under the threat, so he has some breathing room here and there.
Well, yeah, but it's mostly the thing is, what
but
happens
a lot
is if someone
is at all.
If someone is playing defensively, then just makes every PDs everywhere, and sometimes people just keep through stunning units. The issue is though he's gonna be late on tech 3 as well. He has not even started tech 3, and that honestly.
I mean, the problem is he's not even rebuilding all of the maxes and stuff. He still have half of them not built. It seems like his ASU is basically stuck in the middle, not being able to move or anything. And yeah, the illusions are gonna be of no use in a few more seconds when the autumn is gonna hit the field.
Yeah, there's mass illusion spam from, well, also from Tagada from the support factories. Tagada has made 15 tech 2 support factories.
Yeah, that's a lot, but he can actually afford it. With nearly 5,000 mass per second income compared to the paltry 200 for Nexus.
It is very common for crazyrush for your HQ to build like 5 tech 2 engineers and then not a single unit and instead go to tech 3.
I mean, it's understandable because you just have so much mass and economy that you can basically power through the tech stages one after another.
Tagada is also prepping tech 2 PDs in the middle of the map. There's a nice spread of them, so Nexus is doing some counter damage with tech 1 bombers from his own.
Yeah, it was a really nice bomb run here. Although it seems it's not gonna kill anything more. Or no, wait, there is some more. They're gonna drop the bombs or not? Yep, the bombs have been dropped and more 10 maxes have
Those
been
are
killed.
upgrading maxes, by the way.
Horrible misplay by Tagada.
Horrible.
Exactly. Not protecting your maxes? What is this? 1k lobby?
By the way, because of the adjacency of tech 1 maxes, normally it's like minus 10 mass per second to update them, but if they have 4 tech 1 maxes adjacent, it's only minus 4 mass per second.
Wow, I didn't know that. I never thought that max could have adjacency with another max.
Yeah,
That's
they
interesting.
can. That is why eventually you can spam upgrade your maxes to really kill your E.
Yeah, you can basically run away with it. But hey, it seems like Tagada is actually starting to build an Etota.
I think it's a mistake, to be honest. He only builds 1 T2 pigeon. He needs like 5.
Oh yeah, he won't be able to spend the mass. Like he's overflowing nearly 200 of it every second. Meanwhile, Nexus is just balancing perfectly. So yes, while Tagada have 200 more mass per second, he's also wasting 200 mass per second.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is what I'm talking about, where it's like, sure, Nexus is super far behind, but it's not like Tagada is playing this perfectly. There's a lot of mistakes that could be improved, and that Nexus could take advantage of. It's just that Nexus and T3 is way too late, and that is the main issue. Because, I mean, the chicken is gonna take a long time to be done, but Tagada should go mass Tech 3 support factory in a second. And
Yeah,
mass
exactly, for the items and everything, because the Ilshis are not gonna cut it any longer. Even more so as Nexus actually managed to go and make the T3's progression on his land. As the HQ have been just finished.
Like the first 10 minutes, Tagada played almost perfectly, but after that, his eco balance started to kinda hit the shitter.
Yeah, he's just
But
not
he's so
enough
far
for
ahead,
anything.
it probably is irrelevant.
Yep.
But at least maybe it will provide some chance. I hope it will, but I'm a bit scared. He also only built a few Tech 3 engineers, not nearly enough so far.
Yeah, and all of the engineers are clamping near the Dota, trying to build it. But there is just not enough build power to power through it.
I love how both sides are making some LotS. The funny thing is, Tech 1 bombers are better than LotS. They have more AoE.
I mean, yes, but on the other hand, Notas can actually make it to the target this time around.
Sure, well, you'd rather just send in 20 Tech 1 bombers.
Oh yeah, can also do that.
I guess against the clunked Tech 2 mixes of Tagada, it's efficient. That Sam that Tagada built already has 2k mass skills.
Yeah, but I also would like is that Nexus is actually really creeping with his T2 engineers all the time. No, he's gonna say GG.
Gives up. Did he see the chicken?
Yeah, I think so.
There was yeah. He realized the push wasn't gonna work. The biggest surprise is that there was never really an RT war happening in the mid of the map.
Yeah, it's something I came to expect after watching the last tournament here. But somewhere around the minute 15 to 20 there would be basically T2 engineers building as much T2 RT as they can.
Well, usually around 200 to 300 Massacom is when you start that. But neither side started it.
But yeah, I guess GG to Tagada, clean sweeping Nexus.
Yeah.
Like, that's very impressive result.
That's very surprising.
Like, I would have actually thought that Nexus would put up a more fight here. But
I
it seems
definitely
like...
expecting Nexus to win some games.
Yeah.
Nexus rusty?
Oh, come on, you just said he played 100 games before the tournament. How could he be rusty?
He's rusty.